猫，我是 Toots。
哎呦，我是 Areolas。
Boss 没写，也将要来评论空腹的。What's
Oh
your
yeah,
first exposure?
I do not remember the first time I watched this movie. I just remember my brother being like, "Hey, you should watch this movie," and I was like, "Okay," and I really liked it.
Yeah,
But what about
the
you?
first the first time I watched this movie is a Patreon request.
Mm,
So that's actually it was. I must have watched this movie before Ben Salad Saw because when I requested it, and then when someone requested me to watch it, and then I watched it. There were certain scenes I was like, "This is familiar." Like I think I remember watching this, but
and this
that's
came
my
out
exposure.
in 2004. So I
Nice.
don't yeah, I don't remember like when I saw this. I just remember watching it, really liking it, and then watching it over and over again for a while, and then just watching the fight scenes because the fight scenes are cool.
Yeah. The movie starts and we have an axe gang. There's a guy joining the axe gang, and the axe gang's here to throw axes at everyone and axe all over the place and start
Mhm.
axing questions.
They do ask a lot of questions.
So they have a little bit of a fight. They start a fight in this like town square. But
Mhm,
then we have this landlady. She comes out and she's like, "Get out of here, y'all! What? Pay me money, and then you can be here fighting in my town square. But other than that, get the heckety heck out of here." And
mhm.
my favorite character trait of her is she has the sandal, and she's going to get you, and she's gonna like hit you really hard with the sandal, and she's gonna run after you, and it's pretty epic. It doesn't matter what type of weapon you got. She's got a sandal. She's more powerful than you.
Mhm. Always smoking a cigarette. It's really
Yeah.
great. I love it. So yeah, you have the X gang coming to just fuck with the people there, and they start fighting, and these three dudes fight off the gang, and they're like really good fighters. It's like what, one young dude, and then like a gay dude, and then like another dude, and they're all just fighting everyone off, all like badasses.
Yeah. I like the way that they do it. They go spinny, they go kicky. They hit them with all the feet in the air, and I
Hmm.
like that. There's a lot
I
of
love
hustling in the kung fu.
I love that all three of them have different styles, and it's not all just like the same kickety kick. Each of them have their unique styles. Where what one uses sticks, and the other one uses the rings around his arms, and the other one just kind of fights. I don't know. I can't remember what the first dude does.
Yeah, they are kind of just they have their own distinct styles, like you
Hmm.
said. Uh, what's fun is that those dudes who wanted to join the Axe Gang, they get kidnapped. These are the weakest link, so of course they're going to get kidnapped, right? They're going to get yoinked. Shoom. Also, it's like, oh well, we're gonna murder you because you're a poser. You're actually not part of the gang, but they just joined the gang today. But you're offended that they're posing as gang members. How soon does this have to be the case? Like how like it's only literally been a day and you're like, "Oh, you guys are posers." Yeah, this is their first day. They don't know anything. You guys chill out, you know?
But they were so they kind of started all that, right? And it's what the main character of the movie, sort of, for now, the guy sing, and then
Yeah.
his fat sidekick. And
Yeah.
the Axe Gang's like, oh, you know what? You could be part of the gang if you go and kill the landlady, right? I believe that's what they sort of have him try to do. And
For what reason? What, because you're being annoyed that she keeps on asking money? Yeah, that's what a landlady does.
Mhm.
You're using her property. She wants money for it. Like that's not a reason to kill someone.
You know how gangs are. They don't need reasons. They just do. Especially even at the beginning when he's like trying to get the haircut, he's like, "I don't want to pay. I shouldn't have to pay because I'm part of the X gang." Uh, but yeah,
Yeah.
so Singh goes there to try to kill the landlady. I like this part because there's a lot of like Looney Tunes cartoon type shit going down, and
Yeah.
even though like the graphics, I mean, now they're like, it's still fun to watch, like in it, in the context of.
Yeah. They're not distracting the graphics. Honestly, this is about what I expected from the graphics. Looking at it, I'm like, yeah, this is about right, era wise.
Yeah, it fits into its budget. I feel like I don't know, it all fits into it. It never throws me out of it. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
So they're going to kill the landlady, all the fun jazz, and they're being chased off. About right. They keep on being chased. Um, Here's something that I really like about this movie is this movie's does not care at all about reality or physics or anything. Like this guy can get like beat up and then be healed within the next scene or even like within the scene itself and he's just all fine. And I really like that. I
they
wish I
even
had that power.
they even reference it like, "Hey, you're fine." He's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm fine."
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Oh, how? I thought you were like beaten to a pulp. How are you fine? Oh, these are my powers.
It's a training.
Yeah.
And this probably leads to my favorite part of the movie, and where it gets like I thought super crazy because they send these or the landlady tells those three kung fu dudes that help save the town, "Hey, y'all got to leave because y'all are
Yeah.
just gonna bring more trouble to my town, and I don't want this, right?" And so they're like, "All right, till we meet again, guys. We'll see y'all later." And these guitar playing witch type dudes, like they all look like witches or warlocks, they come and just kill the three guys, or like will kill the one dude and then beat the shit out of the two other dudes with their guitar magic guitar.
Yeah. It's I was not expecting this, but as soon as I saw that, I was like, wow, this is intense
Yeah,
because I didn't know this guitar could be used as a weapon like this.
and it's a great scene, not only choreographed like kung fu wise fighting, but the music too going with it. It just like all went so well.
They even defeat the masters of the martial arts, but the landlady is still so good. How is she this good? Like, what powers? Is she like a hidden lion or something?
Yeah, yeah. So after the guitar people suddenly beat the shit out of those three dudes and they're about to like
Yeah.
finish him off, you hear her scream, and then the strings pop, and they're like, "Oh no, there's another master here." And then they go up, and here comes the dude who's like the landlord, I guess, right? The
Yeah.
husband. And suddenly he just comes all chill, and he's made of rubber, and he's able to fucking fight them off like nothing. Like he's just a master of lazy style or whatever. He's able to just beat the shit out of them.
Oh my goodness. Their primary vocation is real estate. Their secondary vocation is kung fu. What a weird combination. But that's what's happening. And so they're fighting
Mhm.
and I was surprised, but of course who would the landlady be the lady of if it was just her being that powerful and it was like not a powerful man? It would have to be a powerful man. Also knowledgeable in the way of the kung fu, you know?
No, it's crazy how they. It turns out that they're both masters, right? The landlady and
Yeah.
the husband, but they like I guess wanted a quiet life. They just wanted to retire, and they're like, "Oh, why did you bring this? You know, why did you do this or whatever?" And they easily defeat those fucking ninja guitar players that killed the other dudes. They beat them easily. So it's like, well,
Yeah.
shit, it's I don't know. It's like God, we're getting like these higher tier heroes and then enemies and then heroes. So it's like, holy shit, like I don't how is it gonna get better or bigger, right?
Yeah. Um man, what I also like about this movie is it seems like there's a lot of, I would say, detours in the plot. Like, what's the plot actually? Like, oh, a bunch of people coming in and are fighting, and the landlord or landlady wants people to be paying, but people keep on fighting. Uh, and more fighting. That's pretty much what it is essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But then we just have like random stuff like, oh, let's go to an ice cream store and have some world building. And I'm like, wait, aren't you in the slums? Like, how is there ice cream? What? How's there a refrigerator? What's going on here? You know?
And I guess it's building up that whole side plot to coincide with the main plot where the main character, and you don't know it, seeing he wanted to be a hero when he was a kid, but it turned out that it's just easier to be a villain, and that's why he
Yeah.
wanted to be part of the X gang. And so, that's his whole like I don't know storyline, right? He wants to be
Yeah.
evil, and as a last ditch thing, they're like, "Hey, since you know how to lockpick, go help us break out this dude. Is he called the Toad? I can't remember what he's called, but he's just like a crazy man that they're gonna break out. That supposedly is like the greatest kung fu master that went crazy to fight the landlady and the husband or the landlord.
We have to fight this landlady, the movie. I mean, isn't it really just a movie for the masses to be like, yeah, also want to beat up my landlord, right?
Who does it? Right?
Yeah, this is I want to beat up my landlord the movie.
I
Pretty
do like
much.
I do like though when she tries to do that lion's roar and sucks all the cigarette, and then her boobs get all big, like
Yeah.
her waist gets all tiny, and her boobs get all big.
Yeah, that's just collecting energy, and then
Hmm.
she's gonna expel them out and go fume, and then her tits get smaller. If I could do that, if I could make my waist smaller and my tits bigger as a superpower, yes, please. Where
That'd be
is this
cool.
at? Yeah, that would be really cool.
That'd be definitely a salad tosser tier thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
So we got the Axe Gang. They're getting this guy out of prison because we gotta have a perfect dude murder the landlady because she's annoying and
hmm.
she keeps bringing out her sandal and hitting people with it. Uh, and so I think that guy's name is Beast.
Oh
He's the
yeah,
Beast.
the
Yeah,
beast. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. So there's that guy. His name is the Beast, and he's just he's here to assassinate the landlady. But like he doesn't really need. I don't think he needs to keep himself kempt because he's the beast. He's unkempt. He's like the most unkempt person I've seen in this movie. And everyone's like, I don't want to work with him because he's too messy. He doesn't know what a hairbrush is. Eh. Uh,
Well,
but I'm like, that's
that's
his
what the
name
whole
though.
yeah. Well, and that's been the whole point of the movie is like that you don't suspect certain people to be like legendary in whatever they do, whether it
Yeah.
was the first three guys or the landlady and the landlord or the beast or eventually the that guy who is the main character turning into like the ultimate Goku like fucking hero.
Yeah.
So it's a running thing.
Yeah. Also, let's run the course of this fight between the beast and the landlady and the landlord, and they're just having a little bit of a nice little fight at a casino. Just like you do. Let's just fight at a casino. Let's go over there. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All these tables with all the green on them, that's what we want to throw our bodies on during a fight. You know? Uh this guy can stop a bullet in the air. This guy is insane. We got the beast over here. He seems like powerful. Incredibly like an unstoppable machine.
Yeah, ridiculous. I love
Yeah,
I love how when they like you said they show his power like barely a little bit of it by him like shooting himself in the head and then catching the bullet
yeah.
and then like oh shit this guy means business and then he goes and fights them and they're immediately like do you work for them. I thought you didn't work for anyone and he's all nah don't take this personally. I just want to be the best so I have to kill you. Like he's just
He
that
just
crazy.
he takes over the leadership position of the X gang, which I mean, you freaking helped him get out of prison, and your reward is he will murder you. Good job. Good previous leader of the gang, good job. You duped yourself. You played
Did
himself.
Didn't he like slap him and his head just like spun around his neck like two or three times, like broke his neck?
Yeah, that's a powerful slap. I wouldn't want to mess with anyone who slaps that powerful.
No, fuck
Oh
no.
boy, let alone let him out of prison voluntarily. Jesus.
a, a man called the Beast. Why would you unleash that? The Beast. But
Yeah.
plot plot, I guess, right? Anyways, so they there was a part here right before they leave, and that happens where what's his name, Sing, the main character,
Yeah.
decides to help the good guys, right, and fight the beast, and he gets
Yeah.
the shit beat out of him, where his head gets like punched and kicked into the ground into a hole,
Yeah.
and that's where they all escape, and they like wrap him up in a cocoon, right,
Yeah.
like a
It's
butterfly. It's real weird.
yeah, it's like a chrysalis.
Hmm.
Was he supposed to emerge with wings and like new fists or and legs, like
Yeah,
a butterfly?
antennae.
Yeah, sounds about right. Um, so we got the landlady is like, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Uh, the beast is now not focused on me at all. It is now, in fact, a leader of a gang. Oh my goodness. Saying you're amazing. You did it all. Holy diggity dang. Can you please fight the beast for me? Because they're coming here. I thought we didn't have to deal with them, but we still do. How about you
Hmm.
go fight the beast? Right?
Yep.
There's only one way he can defeat the beast, and it's with he has his palm out. He's like, "Stop! In the name of the law," or something.
The
And
name
then
of love.
the beast is like, "I okay, I'm done." Even though he's like powerful and he can beat up anyone, just being told no is like, all right, fine. Wow, that's impressive.
the the power of the palm, the Buddhist palm, I believe the technique was, and
Yeah,
it stopped him in his tracks after this long, great fight scene with a bunch of axe gang people, and yeah, he uses that
Yeah.
Buddhist palm.
Yep.
I like the part. There's a quick part right before he uses the Buddhist palm where he gets thrown into the air and he like does a little jump off of a bird.
He jumps off of flight.
Yeah,
It
it was real weird, but okay. And yeah,
was
so
all
yeah,
comical. I liked
like
it.
yeah, no, it was great. And like you said, he defeats him with the Buddhist palm. The guy's like, "Please teach me your ways," and he's like, "I'll teach you." And then it like basically ends right. He gets the girl, and he becomes a Buddhist teacher of the hand technique that you were saying.
Yeah.
Happy
And then
ending.
they all live happily everly after. They have their own stores. They're stimulating the economy,
Hmm.
and they're doing good for the society. So,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Great end to kung fu movie. I don't know. I what would you give this movie?
I like the over the topness, and I like how silly it is. And I know that's the entire point of the movie, and I like how much it leaned in to the silliness. So I think I gotta give this. It gets like a solid 7.7 for me out of 10.
I'd say exactly how you feel, but I feel like in my eyes, I guess I'd give it a 10 just because I think I could rewatch this over and over again. It's such a great movie. The fight scenes are great. Even dubbed, like I watch things because I'm a lazy piece of shit and I don't like reading. It's great dubbed, and I don't know. I just think it's like a real great kung fu movie, a great story, and it's still great
Nice.
even watching now.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and if you haven't seen Kung Fu Hustle, you should. You should do that.
Oh yeah, no, Kung Fu Hustle's great. And staying on the idea of gangs, we are going to a game called Guess the Gang.
Ooh,
Mint, I have a bunch of gangs here from movies, and I'm going to have you guess either the gang name or the movie title for the gang, which usually is the same thing. So uh, we
all
will
right.
start here. I got it up here. Yeah, here we go. Ready? Nope, that didn't come up.
Hmm,
Oh,
hmm,
wait.
hmm.
I love editing on the fly. Here we go. What is this gang or what movie is it from?
Oh fuck! Something from the 50s? Question
Hmm.
mark. Uh, it's the Steelworker Gang.
It's such a weird name for a gang. I don't think you'd ever guess it. Um, so this is from the movie West Side Story,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's a musical, very classic because it's almost like a modern Romeo and Juliet. This gang is the Sharks.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would not have guessed that.
those greasy shacks, I believe is how they say it in the movie. Them shacks.
That sounds a little bit offensive. By the way that they pronounce it, you
It's
know.
yeah, it's an old movie though, so you know it doesn't mean to
Okay.
be offensive. It's just the way
Yeah.
it is. Next gang here. Do you know
Oh,
who
those
this
are
gang
the
is?
Warriors.
The Warriors. Come out and play, yay!
Yeah, those are the Warriors. I specifically remember this because of my The Warriors review. There, a cop is in the background, um, pulling over this person, and then they decide to back up and try to run away from the cops in the movie review, and they like drive over a curb
Uh huh.
and drive over like a rock on top of this curb to try to get away from the cops, and they get like stuck. And I'm like, why would you do that? And they
well,
like know her name too. And I know it's a chick because they use like a obviously chick name like
okay,
Emily, stop, you know,
yeah.
something like that.
Well, that's a woman driver too for you. I've never seen all of this movie. It's so long. I think I fell asleep and you know when and I know you've been through it when you watch a long movie when you're tired and you just can't get through it, like you fall
Yeah,
asleep. This is a long movie, so I
That's
still haven't finished it.
that's why I gotta watch movies in the morning,
Hmm.
like when I first wake up. Because if I don't, I'm gonna fall asleep if it's too long.
Well, yeah,
So
and you're up like the entire freaking day actually doing shit. So
yeah, pretty
crazy.
much.
What is the name of this gang, or what movie is it from?
What movie? What are they? Italians?
They are Mexican. Very
Mexican.
close. Very close. Don't want to mention Italians because then I'd have to mention famous Italian YouTuber Tony from Act Movies. So
Oh,
tried to keep Italians out of this.
okay. Because he's already famous enough, he doesn't need any more promo.
No, he doesn't.
Um, well, this is the Mexican pizza is the pizza for you and me, gang. That's the
You
full name.
you do like the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell, don't you?
Not really. It's
Yeah.
overrated.
No, it's not good. I was
Yeah,
wondering if you did. This
yeah.
is the Vatos Locos gang from the movie. Some people call it Bound by Honor, but I know the movie as Blood In, Blood Out.
Wait. What is the game gang called?
Vatos Locos, which means crazy
Some.
guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Roughly
Crazy
translated,
guys.
crazy guys. Vatos Locos, crazy guys.
Okay.
Uh but the movie Blood In, Blood Out is very good. It's one of those like movies if you're Mexican you have to watch.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Uh
Yeah. All right. That
very
makes sense.
very good movie. Very good movie. Who is who is this gang and what are they or where are they from?
They're the Mortal Kombat gang.
Mhm. Do you know what the clan is? The name of the clan that they're from?
The Shirtless Clan. Because they don't have these shirts on.
I would say close. They have vests. And there's one female here, Frost.
Oh,
They are
okay.
they are the Lin Kuei.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Mortal Kombat, so I didn't know that.
I just know they're the clan that killed I'm sorry, Scorpion's family. And
Mm,
yeah, you know. Depends on what side you're on, who if they're good or bad guys. So
okay.
who is this gang and where are they from? Or where are they from?
They're the Hairspray gang.
Hmm.
Is that what Hairspray is based off of? The movie?
I don't remember what Hairspray is based off of, but this is from Greece.
Oh,
Hairspray is good though. I think Hairspray is like its own thing.
yeah, it is.
This is Greece, and these are the Pink Ladies.
Oh, I actually don't even remember much of Greece. I think I've seen it once, but I wasn't like paying attention to it.
The
So
same
I don't.
same here. Exact same here. I remember seeing it once, but I can't remember anything. I'm not really into it,
Yeah.
and I typically like musicals. Who is this club or what movie? Uh, I'll say TV made for movie. Are they from?
TV made for movie. It must be some sort of Disney movie.
No,
Uh,
it's not actually
Goosebumps? Question mark.
close. It is a scary movie.
Uh,
Scary TV made for movie made for TV. TV made for movie. I forget technically.
um, I don't. What movie is this? Monster House.
There's a clown in the movie.
It
Yeah. This is the original It.
like from
The
70s.
I don't know if it was that late. I think it was from the 90s.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I've only seen the modern one.
Yeah, this is the original TV made for movie where it was
Okay.
like yeah, it was like so many parts and they separated it and yeah, this is the original kids club. There's Seth Green and everyone else, I don't know.
Oh, well, that's pretty neat. I like that.
Couple more here. Do you know this gang or what movie they're from?
300.
Do you know what their names are?
They're Spartans.
Hell yeah, the Spartans. 300. Bunch of gay
Nice.
dudes loving each other.
And doing Spartan pancreation and gouging people's eyes out.
Probably spitting in each other's mouths. But it's male bonding, you know, it brings you closer
Yeah,
to your comrade,
to your
really.
bros.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Bros being
bros
bros.
before hoes.
Dudes before boobs,
Yeah,
dicks before chicks, guys before thighs. Oh, that's all I got. That's the last. Okay, one more. Who are these guys? Or what movie is this from?
it's movie. Who's the guy on the right? I mean left, right there.
I
That
forget.
dude.
I've never seen this movie. I know of it. I've never seen it.
I have not. I don't know of it or if I've seen it.
It's 80s movies before my time. It's The Goonies.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Same here. I've never seen
Yeah.
it.
I've
Never,
never seen it either. People are like, "You haven't seen the Goonies?" I'm like, no. They're like,
dude.
"Why not?"
Because I wasn't born then.
I mean, if is the Goonies like the only thing scene if I can think of it and has kind of the word Goonie associated to it. There's like a guy. There's like a not even a guy. It's like a group of kids. They have a what is it called? A tree house or a fort, and it says no girls allowed on the front. And there's this like one of the boys has this hair that sticks up straight and then
Oh,
gets cut off.
that's the Little Rascals, no?
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen
Well,
that.
okay. Well, I have seen that.
Yeah.
So there's that.
No, that was those were guess the gang. Yeah, I've never cared to see the Goonies. I don't know. It's an 80s movie. I don't really care, but if you're not into 80s and you prefer 10s, where can
Or
the
20s.
oh, are you okay? No, that's legal. Now, where can they find you, Mint Salad? You're a 10, but a 20. You're a 20 and a 10.
Thanks.
Where can they find you?
Well, I do daily movie reviews every day, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. YouTube.com/ASC presents. Uh, you can request a movie review request at patreon.com/ASC presents. And if you want to help support if you want to help support the daily grindiness of all the daily movie reviews, go to autisticboobs.com, or you can go to this link tree right here, linktr.ee/titsman salad, or if it's easier for you to remember, autisticboobs.com.
Hell yeah, that's a hell of a link. Autisticpoops.com. You can check me out. I do a daily podcast. That's all funny. It's anywhere podcast available. Just search That's All Funny. Do a podcast with my buddy Gabe about wrestling called That's All Kayfabe. You can find that anywhere. Just search That's All Kayfabe. And I have a Patreon too. Patreon.com/Lorenzo Areola. Support the podcast there. Or if you want to get some merch or check out art, check out www.retrohorrorinc.com for the podcast there too. I want to thank the wonderful Mint Salad for being here. She's the greatest. Check her out at autisticboobs.com, Patreon, all the link trees. And we will see y'all next time. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Bye.